Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. Today, we are going to do our second AMA about like decoders. Like, you can ask us everything about the channel, the project, everything. And I will have like VP, Jas, and Ryan with me, so like part of the team. That will be we're gonna answer your question, etc., all together. That's gonna be cool. But yeah, before that, let's do a quick recap about like what decoders is, and even if I'm pretty sure you know already what it is about because you are here for the AMA. So yeah, but whatever. Yeah, so basically we are the first decentralized and community-owned YouTube channel. The goal of the channel is like to add the Web3 layers to the creator's economy on YouTube. And the way it works is pretty straightforward. So for every video that we're going to produce on this channel, we are going to mint the thumbnail, raffle it, and if you own it, you will get entitled to a portion of the revenue generated for that video, sponsorship, ad, etc. And again, by doing that, we are going to align the financial incentive between content creators and their own communities. And this channel will be the proof of concept of that thesis. So the best thing you can do right now is to subscribe to the channel because it's going to be a mandatory step for the upcoming mint of the collection that will we're going to mint like early April, like early Q2. But that's it I have to say about decoders. Let's welcome my guests, who is team members. I love them so much. And let's start the show. And ladies first. What's up, VP?
Hi.
Jas, Ryan.
What's up?
Are we live? Yes.
What's going on?
Okay, we're live. Cool.
How's everybody?
How are you guys? How was the weekend? What's the day today? Tuesday? Wednesday? Okay. What was like the bang of the week?
I think it was watching you dance live on Twitter.
That was something.
That was my highlight of the week. Seeing you at the DeCod3rs party having fun.
Yeah, it was fun seeing all the videos come out. And we're just trying to spot you.
You need to come next time.
Oh, that'd be so much fun.
Yeah, come to New York, please.
We'll see. I'll try. I don't know if I can.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been
come with the kids, bro. Like family trip.
True, that'd be fun.
Vip, if you're coming, right?
Maybe.
Right.
Yes. I'll be in the vicinity, so yes.
See, that's what I'm talking about. And so just like two and three, man, like you have to come next.
Yeah. I mean, I said I'd never go back to Jersey. So I mean, if as long as I fly into New York and not Jersey, I could probably make it work.
Yeah, exactly. So it's basically, you keep your promises to yourself. That's good.
Yeah.
There's always a way.
Yeah. And I think you fly over the water when you fly into JFK. So I don't think you go over Jersey. So I'm kind of, staying out.
Okay. Nice hat, by the way, man.
Yeah, a little Decod3rs action. And I'm not talking smack about Jersey. I grew up there, spent a lot of my life there. Just don't plan on going back.
Yeah.
It's still in my blood.
Yeah. But Evan, like, bro, I would love to see you like in a mosh pit, like in Paris. That would be cool.
Yeah, I'm too old for that.
Never too old to mosh.
Yeah, I was too old for that too, but did it. It's fine. So yeah, like guys, let's talk about the channel for the last month, and yeah, like do exactly what we have done the last time. That was pretty cool. That was pretty interesting. So yeah, VP, what did you think about the channel this month?
I thought that I liked that we didn't have. The first month we had a lot of stuff, and we did have a lot of stuff this month, but it was a little bit more timed out, and I think you definitely got your stride. I joined you on a few videos. The first
that was cool.
It was a little daunting at first, but the second one I think was better, and
less daunting.
It was less daunting, yes, and it was fun. They both were fun because they were both my friends that I brought to the channel.
That's what we do. I think it's a nice way to do it. Yes. So I can steal your friends.
Yeah. Yep. You got most
That's
of
what
the
I
good
do.
now already.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
You got the top tier already in the first 2 months. But yeah, no. So so I think you got more into the shorts. What else did we do this month? I like Drax. Drax is fun.
Yeah. Nice guy.
So fun. So yeah, it was good to see him. I mean, amongst many other people who were on the channel, which we'll discuss. But
I think
one of my
I
favorites.
think we did like 16 live or something. So it's basically one stream every 2 days. That's cool. It's a nice number.
And how many did you do last month? Because it felt like a lot more for some reason last month.
Okay, that's a good question actually.
No, it only looks like we did 12 or 13 lives in January, not including the AMA, and we did 8. We've done 12, 14 so far for February.
Yeah.
So around about the same. It just feels like a lot more and a lot less.
It felt like I guess
the short months.
Starting, this is a shorter month, but it also starting off, maybe it was a lot more work and it felt a lot more.
Yeah, I think if you didn't go to Paris, we probably would have put a few more shows in because you kind of like, we're focused on Paris.
Yeah.
But it was still a good month.
Dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Absolutely.
We're sure like the KPIs, but like I think we did like less views and subscribers, but same amount of like watch hours. So it was cool. What about you, Ryan?
I think one of my favorite was hearing from Aaron. That guy is so awesome. We got so many good shorts out of that with the sorcerer. It was such a good time. And one other thing that was really cool that we had this month was we had Icy do a vlog. So an external content creator creating for the channel is really, really cool. Slowly expanding out.
And it performed pretty well, so that will basically happen again. I was supposed like to vlog Paris, but I was so into the moment that I completely forgot to use my phone. I just like filmed like in the short, like the Paris shot that I've done, like it's like I used like until the Eiffel Towers, it's my videos, and then all of the rest is like coming up from Twitter.
Well, I mean, it's your first time too meeting everybody, so like,
yeah, exactly.
You don't want to just show up and be like, "Hey," and then shove your phone in their face. So,
what's up? I'm a content creator.
Yeah, but it'll prep you for New York, right? And then
exactly.
You can have a little bit more of an introduction in there.
Yeah,
and it's one extra day in New York, so you have some time,
true.
extra time.
Yes.
And,
plus you all are in a hotel together.
Yes. Some more times. It's gonna be so cool. It's gonna be
you got to do like a crib style room reveal.
Yeah, exactly. I think like the goal is like to walk like between like rooms of everyone, and I show up in everyone's room. Like it's gonna be crazy. But it's in 6 weeks. I count the days. I count the hours now.
Are you Xing the calendar? Do you have a calendar like in your kitchen? You put an X on it.
Yeah, exactly. I put like X plus.
So it's like, it's like an advent calendar, but for DeCods.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, on Notion that there is like a new calendar for that.
And the question is, will the bridge happen before or after?
Yeah.
I mean, Aaron did say in the video that they're still shooting for the end of Q1, which is coming up in March. So he said worst case maybe first week of April. So I mean,
exactly.
And Decods, if you guys have been around it enough, that means probably June or July. But let's give them the
2024
and hope that they surprise us like they did with the Utes event when they were just like, oh, by the way, you can mint. It just like was like. And it was at an event too, so they might do it during the event. Maybe they'll launch it like at the event or something.
I hope not, because man, I'm not bringing my ledgers, so
The bridge
Can
can
be
happen
the-
whenever. There's no time limit on the bridge, you know.
Oh
'cause
yeah,
they-
no, that's true. Yeah, it's not a
Yeah.
bit. But
Now you know what
that's
I mean,
true.
they've said
What's
there's gonna be people still in Soul because, you know,
Yeah.
not everybody's gonna do it. And there's still people out there that haven't even deaded their gods, you know, so they're not gonna they still have to dead their gods who then bridge it. So I mean, if they haven't deaded their god yet, they're not gonna
Oh.
bridge it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't realize you have to dead your God's bridge.
Yeah, it has to be a dead god to bridge.
Yeah.
Right on.
And yeah, there's a lot of things that I don't think, like, everybody thinks that, you know, dead gods are leaving, but there's no way the whole collection is just going to get up and move in like overnight. They're still going to be on Solana. So
Yeah.
you know.
And it could be a play, like, you know, to stay on Solana. Because
Yeah.
if there is arbitrage between ETH and Solana, then I mean, like, the price will move in like, it can basically double up the price if like it's going to 15 ETH or 20 ETH. Then on Sol it have to be to 1,000. You know what I mean? So like it could have like huge arbitrage opportunities between the two chains. That's gonna be so cool. It's gonna be so nice. But yeah, anyway, yeah. What about you? Just like, what do you think about the month we just had?
I mean, we had a very diversified month when it comes to people, and I mean, you know, we had some content creators on. You know, we had people like that are building in this, you know, different kinds of projects. You know, of course, we had Brian from Hyperspace on, who, you know, is doing something completely different. And, you know, he's not a content creator. He's not a project owner. He's an actual, you know, marketplace. You know, so that's kind of cool. And then we had, you know, we've just having some of the DGOT team on, you know, like JB and Aaron. It's always good to hear from him. The guy that's running, you know, one of the guys from the 07. We had one of the guys from the X Plus on. So, you know, to see the community side and then the team side from DGOT's, not just the founders, you know, it was kind of cool to like hear that. And the Monkey DAO show, I mean, that was amazing. Like, those guys were so well spoken, and you could see why people would get bullish on SMB because of the fact that they, you know, they're so well spoken. I mean, you really see that they do have vision for what they're planning on doing there. So I mean, all the shows were good. Ash from DeFi Dogs, always amazing to hear him speak, because, you know, his DeFi knowledge is just, it's impressive. You know, you can learn so much from him. And of course, like I said, Epiphany was saying, Drax, he's fun. We did 2 shows with Drax, you know, the box opening and then the other show. He's just one of those guys you just feel like you can hang out with, you know what I mean? So yeah, we've had some good shows for sure.
Yeah, and he's like coming up to hang out even more on this channel with like the whole famous Fox family. That's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
Yay.
That's cooking. It's cooking.
And I won. I won famous Foxy. I won some
Oh, yeah.
Foxy this month.
Oh yeah. That's true. That's true.
I bought a hat.
So you bought, okay, that's cool.
My
Tier 2
Foxy
one.
hat. Tier 1.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, tier 1, tier 2. Yeah, okay. That's cool. Do you have it here?
My Fox. No, it's on my ledger.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. It's all
Keep
good.
precious cargo on my ledger, but I'll screenshot it the next time I'm in there.
Nice. That's cool. Basically, like, again, like what you said, Jas, that was like a pretty cool. Oh yeah, and also got betrayed by Restream. I'm checking like the quality. I think, Jas, you were right. Like, the fucking camera is not still in 1080p, so I need to find another solution. That sucks. Basically, StreamYard's not working correctly. Whatever. But yeah, like, again, like we had, like, again, I see on the channel, it's like the video performed pretty well. That was pretty cool. But like, I don't know if like strategically it's good, like, to, you know, to have content creators posting on that channel, or like having content creators as a guest, but they also have like their own YouTube channel. That could be interesting, like, to discuss that even with her if she wants to build a channel. But like, even with, like, for example, for Clouds or like every Jersey or other content creators, that if they want to post on the channel, I think long term it will be better if they have their own channel. I don't know. Like, but
Jersey
that's
has
an
his
interesting
own channel, right? And Clouds has his own channel.
Yeah, so that's cool. So it can be like a guest approach, over like, I don't know, hosting like other people content, because the goal is like to promote their work too, right? So yeah, I don't know. or we can have like decoders creators. We can have both.
Yeah, I don't see it being bad to have
Decoders
other
presents
creators.
I see it for
Yeah.
certain things, you know.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
I see so cute. I love her. That was really great. But she
Yeah,
is.
no, that was cool.
There was this one part in that video where she was like, "I'm too short." Like there was somebody really tall, and so after that, I was like, "I see. How tall are you?" She's taller than me, but
Okay, so how short are you?
how short am I? I'm 5'1". I'm 5'1".
Okay, in meters? In centimeters? No, what?
It's 155, isn't it? 155. Didn't we go through
Okay.
this earlier?
Okay, so it's no more short.
Maybe I don't know what the conversion is. How many inches to
Yeah.
a centimeter? Is it
So
like 2?
I don't.
2.2.
It's 2.5.
Yeah, so it's 61 times 2.2. So right?
Yeah.
That's 61.
Anyways, it's 155. I
Yeah.
figured it out the other day. It's 155. Actually, Vittler figured it out the other day. It's 155, and I'm 5'1", and IC is 167. So she's a little bit
Fair
taller
enough.
than me.
Yeah, taller. But yeah, so we need shorter, taller content creators. We need everyone. So yeah, if you are content creators,
I'm not sure.
so if you are content creators and you want to push some short and long format video, please DM me. Yeah. Other than that, yeah. So obviously, we open the month. I'm gonna share the screen. We open the months with. Okay, so here with live. Rascal live. Yes, it was on the 1st Feb. Biggest stream so far that we have done, I think. Yeah, I think, can I do that? Yes, 100%. Yeah, almost double of the views than Alex. That was a banger. I love Carlos. Really nice guy.
Yeah,
He's good. Have you been to his streams?
What?
Have you been to
His gambling streams?
His gaming.
Oh yeah, no, not yet.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
But yeah, I when before preparing his the live, I was checking his energy and even watching his shorts on YouTube. Every time is posting a short is falling. He stand up and then he fall, and then because he won, he's getting too excited. So that's pretty cool energy. That 100%. And that's kind of interesting. Debating meta on Solana, I think it'd be really powerful in the next couple of months. That could be really interesting for sure.
Although they just announced today that Gambles is actually going to be on Polygon.
On Polygon, yeah. Which makes sense. I don't know. But yeah, we will see. We'll see what the move. Yeah, and have you seen the art? The Gamble NFT? What do you think about it?
I think it's cool.
I think it's a nice direction that they're going away from the 3D. The 3D originally just didn't quite hit right, but now that they have the artist who's pumping them out, and he's sharing stuff on Twitter quite a bit, which is nice. So you can see a bit of the process.
I think Carlos said the 3D will be what you'll get during the mint, and the 2D version will still be getting worked on. And once the art's finished, you'll get airdropped it. So you'll have both. And I think they have a metaverse play, and I think the 3D is going to have to do with the metaverse play.
There is a metaverse play.
Yeah, and
that's cool.
So the casino itself, though, I mean, it's legit. You can put I think they just added Poly to it today. They add Solana just recently. I've been dumping my Dogecoin in there because what else am I gonna do with Dogecoin? I've had a bunch of them in wallets. So when they first opened Gambles, I dumped $500 in Dogecoin over there. I've been playing with it since, so it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, Dogecoin is not gonna perform as well as Jelly, right? That's the thesis.
Yeah, it's what am I gonna do with this anyway? I could hold it to the next bull run, but I think I'd have a lot more fun with it, just gambling with it. So that's what I've been doing. But
yeah,
it's
wait
cool
for
that they
Elon Musk tweet.
It's cool that they're going to do their NFT for gambles on Poly though. That's pretty cool because we're all going to get ready for that with the Utes migration over there. So
Yes.
we're going to all get used to seeing people trading on Poly with NFTs. Whenever it happens, it happens. I think the mint for gambles might even be in March. They haven't announced the actual date yet though.
I think it's the end of March.
That's cool.
I think
All right,
that's
great. So it's coming fast.
I just bought some more Poly today to get ready because
Ooh.
I have 12 rascals, so I get a whitelist for each one. So I got to make sure I have enough Matic to mint
You
them
have
all.
12 now?
Yeah, I have 12.
Oh, he's been DCAing that.
That's cool.
Yeah, I have 12
It's like
rascals.
that was the only thing that I was up on Jazz on for the longest because he was way slow on picking them up, and I was like, "Yay, finally!" Now he's eclipsed me as always.
I have 23 steak dogs and I have 12 rascals.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah. When I say steak dogs, they're the upgraded ones.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I need to claim my thread, like the
treats.
The thread.
There's no
I
H
hate
in it.
English.
It's treats.
Thread, like the things that you get from the dogs.
Treats, yes.
Treats.
It's
The
not.
treats.
By the way, this month I did hardly any proofreading, so
That's because I didn't write a lot of stuff. Yeah, I went rogue a bit on the last two shorts. Because but like then it's talent, right? It's my inner talent that came out in English, like I think I did like the Atlas 3.
absolutely, yeah.
Being you brought up shorts, that's an interesting pivot that we could talk about. Just recently, Decod3rs brought on an editor to help out Vittler here. And he's a cool dude. He's a professional editor. And I don't know if you guys saw the last two shorts, the shoey one and the one with Aaron talking about his name were the first two that he did for us. And if you look at them, really well done. The editing's amazing. The overlays and all the additive stuff that he's putting into them, really done with taste. So it was really cool to see. Really very good addition to the Decod3rs team, having another editor on board. So
are they better than mine?
Yeah, what we're gonna say about that is next topic. We're just gonna slide. No, actually, Vittler, you did a really.
I'm joking. I know, I'm joking.
Listen,
no,
for someone who's
it's
never,
good. It's cool.
No, but for someone who's never edited really videos before you started this channel, and everything you've put out prior to bringing Leo in on the last two shorts have been decent and good. I mean, nothing's been bad with them. Where I'm like, oh my god, why did we post that? So,
I love your choice. I love you. That's why I love you.
But we need to free you up because you're the talent. So.
Yeah, exactly. Like 100%. Like 100%. I even like right now I'm still doing the chaptering. I don't know if it's the word, but it will be a word. I'm adding chapters to the video that have been like produced and streamed like fucking 2-3 weeks ago. Like it's way too late. And all of the shorts need to be pushed after the stream, like 1 or 2 days after the stream, like max, because then it's kind of like irrelevant stuff. So like it's so fucking annoying. But like, bro, I have no idea where my days are going. Like I film something, I'm going to the boxing gym, and then it's fucking 3 a.m. in the morning. It's madness. I don't get it where life is going as a content creator. It's so fucking annoying. But it is what it is. So yeah, like Crypto Angelo, thank you so much. If you're watching this stream or this replay, I will send you the video anyway for the shout outs. Thank you so much for your work. That was cool. And you can see like here, there is another one that is still unlisted. So you can see it, but it will go live tomorrow. It's about Drax and the chest opening. Hopefully we can get like the FFF community, like pushing that out. But also like the shoey one, look at this beauty. Like it's the top, like it's the best, I think, short that we have pushed so far, like the shoey one. So yeah, I think guys, we need to drink beers every live. Like we need views. Like you know what I mean? We need views. We need shoeys.
He's like, we just need shoeys. Just shoeys.
We need shoeys. This is a
Not-
shoeys channel.
Not,
so
not it.
there's two problems I have with shoeys. One, I've been sober almost 12 years. Two,
Do it with water.
how do you use a shoe that you wore and sweated in, and then
Okay.
like, to me it would have to be a brand new shoe, and the only shoes that I
Yes.
have that are brand new that I would never have worn are really expensive, like Jordans and stuff that I collect, and I
Yes.
wouldn't even
Alright,
put beer in them. So I'm
so,
like, I don't
Yeah,
understand.
there are a couple of things here. Number one, if you used a brand new shoe, there are chemicals that they seal the shoe with, so that's not a great idea. Number two, I respect shoes and alcohol too much to mix the two. I'm not walking around in soggy shoes. I'm also not messing up my beautiful high tops, of which I have many. I'm a sneakerhead.
But we
And
need views.
the very few times that I drink alcohol, I don't want furry alcohol. So that's a no from me, dog.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can't say. You can tell who has never done a shoey here, because I've never done one, and I used to party, used to do some crazy stuff. But I mean, the closest I've gotten to a shoey was like a carved piece of ice where they poured liquor down it, and I put my mouth to the other end, and I just drank a bunch of cold liquor. That's about as close as I've gotten to, or like a beer pong, or like a beer.
It could be in a controlled environment, like the boxing shoes were clean, and it was my old one. So yeah,
Well, I
got
mean, at
tasty.
one time, you sweated like crazy in them. That's all I'm saying. You didn't wash them, you didn't clean them, just because they were old.
I washed them. No. I washed them before, like to prepare to the shoes.
I got you. I'm just messing with you,
I
man.
just don't think
I know. I'm everything with you all.
I don't think the boxing shoe is the optimal vessel.
Yeah. It reminded me
The
of
optimal
my
vessel is a fucking glass. Like,
Well,
just
they
do a
have
shoe in a
glasses that are
glass.
shaped
That's
like
it.
boots.
I mean, optimal, I would say probably like a woman's like high heel that's like hard plastic would probably be the best to do a shoe out of, because
No, they're very shallow.
but it would still pour
So-
into your mouth, But anyway,
Yeah.
we're here talking about shoes.
the toeless. So it's like a spout.
No, I'm just thinking of a hard plastic of some sort, or like a hard material.
Yeah, I used to
But-
have a pair of red PVC high heels. Those would probably work, but again, not my bag.
Like, I have a lot of sneakers, and there's not one pair that I could say I could do it. I could pour some liquid into this and not care, because I care about my shoes too much.
Yeah.
Even if they're wrecked from wearing them all the time, I still wouldn't want to wreck them with like water or liquid. But hey, it's a thing.
Anyway, that's content.
But you guys had a good time, and
Yeah,
got
exactly.
the most views
Exactly.
this month on it. So
Yes, exactly.
yay.
I'm joking. We're not going to do shoeys. It's not a shoey channel. It's a big brain channel stream / But also in terms of strategy, that can be cool. Like, you focus on the funny part on the short, and then drive the content to like the long form video and streams. I like that.
Well, I think when you're
I
in
think
New
that's
York,
the way.
I think when you're in New York, you need to take as many videos as you can of people doing shoeys, because it'd be a cool edit to put into something of your little experience, like all the different shoeys and cutting into them and seeing who does the better ones and how sloppy they get. But needless to say, you can do all the shoes you want, Bittler. You're on your own.
Yes. Yeah, it's in a controlled environment. In my place, that's it. Not with the shoes that I'm going to put back on after. And by the way, in the welcome package from the experience, we are going to have one shoes to do shoeys in. That's gonna be fun. It's gonna be our glass for the weekend.
So crazy.
But yeah. Other than that, so what was your favorite? Because we're not going to do 4 hours stream about talking about everything, because that was way too long last time. So VP, what was your favorite stream of the month?
Well, I did love Drax, but I actually have to say that it probably was Aaron, just because I'm not a DeCod holder, like all of you, but I actually went and looked at DeCods on Magic Eden after Aaron. That's how,
Nice.
Bullish, he got me on like being a part of that community. So I was what's the word? Pleasantly surprised by him. I've been in spaces with him a couple of times, and that was fun too. But like, I really feel like we got a full view of who he is and how he operates within the DeGods, and the intentions he has for the DeGods, and like that made me very like excited.
Nice, but that's the goal, right? I know it's happening like a couple of times with like even with drags, like for non-FFF holders. I think it happened too. And another video that I did, but I forgot. Like I got a couple of comments. I think it was Ryan. I think it was you for the. I think you made some tweets like you. No, it was about. It was with Alex, right? When you mentioned like like I watched the stream, blah blah blah, and then I bought like a blocksmith.
Yeah, like for me, it's really nice to see like people who are building have a space to talk. Because normally there's a bit of a disconnect sometimes when it's just in Discord and sometimes if it's on like a Twitter space. Yeah. It doesn't hit the same, but when you interview them and you get a sense of their personality and you can really tell how genuine they are and when they speak. That sold me on the Blocksmith labs. Like, and I kind of bought a couple right after. So I don't know if though. Yeah. I keep eyeballing them, but I am so picky because I want the Canadian sweater. And I check all the tiers to see how they'll like evolve into their final form. Because as a designer, I'm just picky. So I'm still looking, but I do want to get one of those as well.
But I don't know. Did you listen like to the AMA like Smyths did like yesterday? Because like I think it's gonna like the future is bright like for Smyths because like they say they're gonna change the branding of Smyths to like from builders to like community project, and that can be a good push from them too, right? So that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I think it's bullish because what they're doing is they're separating it out so that you have your Blocksmith labs and they can tackle a lot more and have a lot more flexibility if it's not just tied to Smyths. So having that separation of your tool set and what you're building versus joining a community and building things together that way, I think it's really smart. And as a Smyths, you still get a lot of holder benefits because they still utilize Forge and we still stake for Forge. So there's still that connection, but it's really interesting to show that Blocksmiths can now go multi-chain. There's a lot more flexibility for them if they're their own entity. And I think that's pretty cool.
Man, like for us, like we did the same thing, like when we have like a Decod3rs lab stuff, right? So should we, I mean, it's too early, like we're just getting started. So like, do we need to branch out that? I don't think so, right? Because is that confusing to have like the Decod3rs channel, the Decod3rs collection and Decod3rs lab stuff?
It depends what you're trying to do. I mean, we don't have to worry about that just yet. I think that if you're building like a complete company from the ground up that's going to offer certain services or things like that, at that point it may make sense because you may find your direction on what you want to build and the type of things you want to build, and so you might rebrand to better suit what you're doing. But we're still so early in the process.
It would be good to delineate at some point if you have different activities and
not activities, but like if we build like tools to content creators and then we have the YouTube channel and then the NFT, all of that is different product of the Decod3rs brand, right?
Yeah, so when you have that, if you want to delineate it, I think that's a wise choice, but right now we don't need to
worry
about that, right?
I'm not like, no, we're not doing that tomorrow, but like, why is that wise for Blocksmiths to have Blocksmith Labs and Smyths?
It's
NFTs?
Probably a financial decision, to be honest with you.
Yeah, what it can do is you have the separation of the collection and the company. so that it doesn't seem like insider trading or anything like that, that there's a lot of fairness with the company itself by itself. We see this in the agency world quite a bit, where you may own two agencies and you can do competitive work as long as they're separate entities, and like people who work for one agency never talk or go into the building of the other agency, and you can work on competitive businesses. So there's a way to do that. And then that's kind of what it seems like to me that they're trying to do, where it can be its own thing and then they can branch out.
Yeah, as well as like if you were ever wanting to get like VC funding, you might not want the whole entity, so you would delineate out the parts that you wanted for that. So that's it's usually a financial decision, though.
Yeah,
delineation.
Which we already have in a way, because like that Decod3rs Labs is the company, and Decod3rs NFT, it's not a company yet. Like, but it's gonna be the same name. Like it can be Decod3rs NFT .limited, whatever. It's cool.
Cool.
And we also have we have the Maltese and the Cyprus company. Anyway, so that's fine. That's manageable. Cool. Like Ryan, what was like your favorite stream of the month?
My favorite was also Aaron's.
Okay.
I've
Do you have
heard
another
him
one?
in Spaces, but I've seen him on Twitter quite a bit. So it was nice to get to know him a bit more.
Yeah. Can you imagine if I would have done shoey with Aaron? 10,000 views. So many views. We would have done so many views.
I mean, with that stream, I think that's one of the few streams I was like, man, I wish I could just talk to him, because he speaks to speak, and we would go geek out in the agency world with like environmental design and stuff.
You can. He's on Twitter all the time. He's very accessible.
Yeah, that one was my favorite. I missed the Drax one. I didn't see that one live. I wish I had seen that one live. That would have been fun.
Did you see the Drax unboxing live? That was fun.
No, I got to check that out. I haven't checked it out yet.
Yeah.
And like Ryan, you're commenting a lot during the stream, because like you're a nice team member. And like, how do you feel with the connection between like the comments and like the stream, when like the comments is not like take right away, or even like when you get highlighted on the stream? Like, is that the same thing than on Space, or is that like too distant? Like, what's the feeling there?
I like it, because remember, if you're listening to a space, you're not an active participant per se. If there's like a stage and you're not up to speak, so it's kind of neat, because you can have like side conversations in the comments, and you can riff off of each other. Especially if you have like the whole community in there, and then if you pick something out. Like, I just like to feel like I'm contributing in general. So that's why it's fun to write my thoughts out a little bit. And then if it makes it in, that's great. And I don't mind waiting, because you'll find a good time where it makes sense. Yeah. And so even if it's not included, like I've had a couple conversations in the comments, which is good. And then as the community grows, I think that's going to be what's going to happen. It's going to be great.
Yeah, that like the side conversation in the comments, it's kind of interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, we can take one, because I can highlight. What are your views on BTC NFTs?
I mean, it's really an unknown. It's an unknown water we're trekking into there, because nobody's done it. And I don't like the way, like right now, the way it's traded. It's pretty much done on spreadsheets, and it's like, you gotta trust the projects, you gotta trust the people. There's like no wallets for it. It's like, so to me, the kind of money that's probably being spent there, unless you have that kind of FU money, I think it's very risky. I mean, and with us all being most of us, we see what's going on with DeGods, and we're like, all right, do we have a shot at this? What's this gonna do for us? Am I gonna hit rich here if I get one of these 535 dead gods if they do raffles with them? But I mean, at the same time, like, what are they going to do with it? Like, are they going to hold it for us? And then if I want to sell it, do I got to like sell it like word of mouth on a spreadsheet and like have someone facilitate that? So I mean, there's a lot of things I don't understand yet about Bitcoin and NFTs. I didn't think I'd ever see it, honestly, because it just doesn't work in my mind. Mentally, I can't fathom how it works, because Bitcoin is like the gold of crypto, whereas like all these other coins, they have their you know, you're building dApps on top of Ethereum, so it makes sense. Whereas what do you build on Bitcoin? You know, so it's a little confusing, and I like it though. I like the idea of it.
Yeah. They did do it's much less money. It's a much cheaper chain, and I'm not sure of the utility exactly, but that's how they started Tezos NFTs, is on spreadsheets and without wallets. So I mean, it is doable, but like you say, it's a different league of money with the B2C ones.
It honestly reminds me of the early days of Hedera.
Yeah, 100%.
The Hedera NFTs were very similar like that, where you would talk in Discord, and there was a big trust that happened there. And same with XRP. On the XRPL, they had like a system where it would be almost like an IOU until they released XLS 20.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah. So I mean, like, that's kind of where they start out a little bit. And you kind of just have to hope. But with but again, it's like that chain, like, that's not the kind of money and things that you just hope work out. That's all. Like,
yeah, in terms of speculation, you are on the top of the food chain, man. Like, it's crazy.
Hey,
and like, it's not built for that. Like, transactions, like quick transactions, things like that.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting on what they're going to do with it in a little while. Like, maybe it's like a historical thing that's happening, and it's like more of like a record keeping type thing, a moment in time. But we'll see what they end up doing.
But then that means like you are either the first one or you are nothing. So, and YouGalab is launching a full collection on like the ordinals, right? Like, it's happening. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that shit plays out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, I hope What's up, Jess?
I was just gonna say, because it's funny that Ryan, brought up HBAR. With where things have gone. I don't know if anybody's paying attention to the news today, but some really big stuff happened with HBAR today, where they appointed Brian Brooks onto the board. And if you guys don't know who Brian Brooks is, he used to be the federal controller of money, pretty much. He also worked for Coinbase as their legal advice. He just was working with Binance, and he's done an extraordinary amount of work in the financial realm of just the world, so to say. But HBAR has appointed him to their board, and he is very passionate about DLT technology. So it just shows you again where ISO is going and the future of these coins are going, and to be even more bullish, not financial advice, of course, on HBAR and what they're doing in the background, because that is a big move for them. And it just was today, so I don't know if anybody here heard about it. It's pretty much fresh, but big move for HBAR.
Okay.
Yeah, got it. I didn't hear that, so that's cool.
Yeah, I'm very bullish on my ISO coins and paying attention to DLT technology and all that interoperability and the digital coins that are coming in the regulation.
That's
I personally like you.
Which brings me to where I would say my favorite show of the month would probably be the one with Ash from DeFi Dogs. I love hearing him talk. He's very, very, very well educated in DeFi. And DeFi is something that I'm very well educated in crypto, but I don't get DeFi sometimes. Like, it's hard. It took me a while to understand what AMMs were and how these pools work on HateSwap and Coral Cube. And I understand how they work, but don't ask me to set one up. Like, I have no idea how to work those things, but it's really cool to hear someone, me, I always like to learn. So if someone's, talking about something that can educate me, I'm all on board. And, I'm not saying that was like my all-time favorite show. I think we had some really good shows this month. Again, I will say Aaron's show was really, really good, because what was cool about Aaron's show for me was it shows you that you don't have to start with the team. Sometimes a community member could come step up in a project and really help guide that project, because Aaron was just a holder. And they became their community manager. He was just somebody who was passionate about the project and that stepped up. He wasn't one of the founders. He wasn't there he was there from day one, but as a holder, so it was really cool to hear like his backstory about that. And then the other show that I really enjoyed, I'll go back to it, man. The Monkey DAO, man. Those guys are very intelligent. They have a very good business plan. it was good to hear them talk, and to like, I'm not an SMB holder. I've always respected them because they've always been like one of the top projects in Solana since I've got here. So it was really cool to hear them talk, because they definitely are very intelligent with their business sense, which is very important in this space. So, but again, I just want to say too, we have Ash on first Friday of every month. We're going to do a DeFi show with him. So,
Yes.
we're
And
gonna
it's
do a show
happening
this-
Friday first.
Yeah, this week. So if you're not too sure about DeFi, if you're curious about DeFi, definitely chime in and come hang out with us, ask questions. Ash from DeFi Dogs is brilliant. He's very educated, and he definitely understands DeFi and that side of this whole part of the system that we're in with crypto.
Nice.
100%. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting. Like, I'm really curious about like how this like whole like DeFi shows playlist and like format which plays out over the long term. That's gonna be interesting for sure. Another question from Mr. 9248. What's the best thing to do in this market? Going to Paris and New York. And do nothing.
My perspective, not my advice, but my perspective in a bear market, the best thing you can do, of course, if you can afford to, dollar cost average in the coins that have utility, that you think are going to be around, that will make it through the bear market. Don't just buy things because of hype. And don't get me wrong, it's okay to make those risk plays, because you can make some risky plays in the bear market and really make out, buying a coin that's 0.004 cents and just throwing $50 at it. Sometimes it's okay to take a risk like that. Don't throw your life savings at it. Don't throw a couple thousand at it if you don't have it. But if you got $50, why not buy a coin that's 0.004 cents? If it goes to 10 cents, goes to 20 cents, who knows? You never know what's going to happen in the bear market, moving into the bull market. You never know which coins are going to make it. My strategy right now is ISO. I am focused strictly on the ISO coins, the compliant coins with ISO. If you're not familiar with ISO 20022, definitely check it out. It's the digital coins. It's the coins that are compliant with it. There's a lot of cool, stuff going on. HBAR is one of them. XRP, XLM, Quant, XDC. There's a bunch of coins. Algo. All these coins that are compliant to be what's going to be digital coins and where regulation might take us. And, of course, you have your bigger coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum. But again, don't ever extend yourself. Don't spend money you don't have. And just make sure that whatever you are doing in the bear market, that you're investing in the things that you believe are going to be strong, have utility, and are going to make it, because not everything will make it through we might not see Binance here after this bear market. We don't know. I mean, I think they're a shaky one. I mean, Coinbase, we don't have to worry about. They're IPO'd. They've already been scrutinized by SEC. They're not going anywhere. Kraken's trying to IPO, another exchange. But Binance is just don't be shocked if you see someone like Binance just disappear in a bear market. So, just be careful.
Bro, if Binance is putting up an FTX, that's going to be fun, man.
Binance, they're always, I don't know, man. And Brooks was just working with them. So again, let's come back to Brian Brooks, who, worked for the federal government. He's worked for big banks. He's worked for Fannie Mae. He's worked for all the government, financial institutions. Then he worked for Coinbase as legal advice, and he was working with Binance. So don't tell me he wasn't in Binance just rooting around trying to see what's going on. And then he left and goes to HBAR. I mean, I feel like it's all scripted.
We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I think that's it. Like for the KPIs. Okay, do we want to check the KPIs? Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I want to do that. Let's check the KPIs for the months. I think it was pretty okay. So it's good. Yeah, so we did less view. I don't know why. Oh yeah, I think it's the shorts. Like we did like less view because of the short. Watch time, same than the last ones, which is cool. And subscribers. Yeah, I think it's because of the beginning of the channel. Like people are like joining, and then it's like cruise speed stuff. But yeah, just so close to 1 million subscribers. It's happening. It's cool.
Okay, I have a question. Clouds, CM, and Jericho and Socrates. Who got the most views out of my friends?
Tech, and clothes. Where's clothes?
Are you ranking your friends, Vic?
I am. Well, no, I'm not ranking them because they're all number one in my book. But I'm curious.
So clothes 92, CM 25, and Socrates 82.
Oh wow, those guys
Yeah,
did well.
it's not bad. Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
Socrates
CM
did-
was at a
better
different
CM.
time. We were trying a different time. to be fair,
I think the
and I
time was
don't
really
think
bad.
That time is gonna work
Yeah.
out in terms
Yeah.
of the channel. It's not a good time to go live. So
No,
I would say
100%.
that for that. And I would say like I'm friends with CM and the stuff that she was talking about, like I was like, I didn't know you did that. I didn't know that happened. So I found it really fascinating, and I've been an ambassador for her project and a friend of hers for a decent amount of time now. So it was very eye-opening for me in terms of and interesting. for
That
me.
was cool. I just did the chapter for it, and yeah, that was an interesting. Like I say, like we have like the viewers on YouTube. I don't know how is that accurate, because like the best time to post is like 6 p.m. 5 p.m. It's basically the morning in PST time, so maybe that's why. But like also like I never stream at that time, so it's weird, you know what I mean? Like that, I don't know, but like we did that at 2 p.m. like CET, right? It was in the middle of the night for PST and East, so bad timing.
It was like 10 a.m. my time, I believe, or 9
exactly.
a.m. my time. So
I was asleep during that one. It was like 4 a.m. my time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
it would have been 4 a.m. your time, because it was 9
Yes.
a.m. where I was at the time.
So and NFTs are really United States centrics, but that's okay. We tried.
I will say out of those shows, the one with Socrates and Jericho was really informative. Another show that you can feel some education there, because they're both intelligent. They both understand the markets. They understand the space of NFTs and where it's heading, and they also are trying to help people overall. And that's something it's hard to find projects and people that overall just want to help everybody and just want to make the space better, and just everybody get together and kind of improve everything, and not just be in it for themselves or for some angle or for just views or for this. So those two guys, what they're doing over at Syndicate's amazing. I love listening
100%.
to like their shows and and the stuff that, and he's very well, they're very well spoken. I know Socrates does a lot of the speaking for them. He's very, very well spoken, and he's a great
Socrates
interviewer.
is an ex-educator, and he works in the library now, doesn't he? Didn't he say he worked in a library now? But yeah, he comes from an education background. Before they started working together, so he's definitely very much always like seeking knowledge and like helping people get knowledge.
The space needs more of it.
Yeah, but Jericho is very accessible. Like Jericho is one of the first people, other than you guys, that I became friends with, and I felt comfortable asking questions. So he was very accessible to me, and he's just a really nice guy.
Yeah, we need more Socrates in the space.
I'm just gonna call him Socrates from now on.
Yeah.
Socrates.
Why?
Yes, so
We'll just see how many ways we can mispronounce the name, because I always say it different. Just I don't think before I speak. I just speak. That's my problem.
Yeah, I think that's probably why he shortened it to Sock in a lot of cases. For people like
me.
You.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, those guys are cool. Sam's cool. Clouds is one of my favorite people. I will say that I am very happy to share him with Vittler, because they are so cute together. Like the brotherhood between them is so incredible and amazing. But Clouds is one of my favorite people. Like of all the people I've met IRL, the person I was most disappointed that I haven't met IRL yet is Clouds.
That's so cute. You should send the link of this live after. This is so cute. Oh, can make a short.
Yeah, we just make shorts of all this stuff.
How cute you and Clouds are together.
Yeah. Oh no! Whatever what you just said about Socrates, about Sock.
Sucks.
Tell Clouds just say when camera. We want to see him on camera.
Oh,
Yeah, I
he
don't
did
think that-
DM me like to, because we beef like I DM Clouds because he's my friend. So like,
Well, that's
it's
another thing I
cool.
wanted to say about the whole Aaron show. Like, what made you so bullish, I think, Epiphany, is the fact that like you've heard him on Spaces, and you even said you've heard him talk a lot. But when you see someone talk on camera and you can visually see the passion they have, it does something totally different for you. And I think that's important in this space moving into this year. And I think we need to see more of it in the space. We need this like feel more like we're able to access all these people that are putting these projects out, and especially in the bear market, like it's like a bonding time. Like let's all bond and and move forward together and build together. So I think that's why like Aaron is much more passionate seeing him on video, whereas if you heard him talk in Spaces, you might not have felt as bullish. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's
Oh no, I didn't
wish...
feel as bullish because he was talking about Taekwondo.
That could be that too.
He's a black belt, by the way. Yeah. So actually, I keep forgetting that his name's Aaron because in my mind, I have already named him Taekwondo Tim. So whenever you're talking about Aaron, I'm like, who are you talking about?
The sorcerer. Talking about the sorcerer.
Yeah.
I've always known him as Soul Sorcerer up until like
Yeah.
Youthsman, because even during Youthsman, he was Soul Sorcerer.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
But when I met him, he was talking about Taekwondo, and I named him Taekwondo Tim that day, and he was still the sorcerer at that stage, so it's a little tricky for me to switch gears. But yes, Aaron was great, and yes, you're right. Seeing him animated and passionate the way he was is also part of the reason that I was engaged.
I hope this space moves more towards this personal part of it, because I think it's really going to help the space.
I mean, I think it is generally just because like people have been to a bunch of IRL events. Like I said, Clouds is probably one of the only people I haven't met IRL that like, well, CM as well. Actually, all of the people we interviewed, I haven't met IRL. But the people that I have met IRL, the point is the people that I have met IRL, I feel like I have a special bond with because we've actually spent like time sharing space, and so anyways,
it matters, and it
does matter.
100%.
It does matter in this
100%.
virtual world. It's definitely a IRL events is definitely a good currency to have in this virtual world, except
for projects that are only focused on IRL events, aka Trippy Nape. That's currently low, but that's okay.
You know that Clouds' PFP before he changed to that bear was a triple ape forever.
Forever until it changed.
Until
makes
he
sense.
changed. I said until.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Moving on.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I think we can just like recap, like no, not even recap, but like summarize what's gonna be the focus for March, because that's what we're gonna do work next, right? So yeah, basically, I have this DM with like Saru. Like the connection is like she finalizing all of the threads like for males and now females. So that's cool. I think this weekend we should be able like to review everything and like ask for updates if necessary. So that's nice. Yeah, I need also to fix this week or probably next week, because this week I want to clean the backlog on the YouTube channel of the chapters and stuff. But like, yeah, next week I want to fix like the subscribers role claim on the app, so people can go to the app, claim the subscribers role, and get a little surprise when they do that. That's gonna be so cool. I also want to push to work on like the first and deploy the first like product for content creators. That hopefully, if I'm not late, I can be late, but I mean, hopefully not.
Just don't put a timeline on it and you'll be fine.
No, yeah, but I still need to like put some like time pressure a little bit to delivering that. So yeah, first product. What?
You don't have to put it on the live.
Yeah, I know, but like, still.
Don't worry, we'll pressure
just sharing. Yeah, exactly. It's fine. And yeah, like The other point where like, but we already know that more spaces and fewer days without videos out. So with Angelo, gonna work on like pushing shorts when I don't edit video for the channel or not coding. And so like we don't have gap of like, for example, me going to fucking NFT Paris and then I don't push his short during that time. So the channel doesn't have any activity, which I was supposed to do during the weekend, but then I got busy with dinners and shit. So, but that was cool. But like I want to avoid like 2 days, 3 days max without videos. So I will need like Angelo and maybe like other guys to push more stuff with the content they produce, because I think like a stream every day is a lot in a way. So like 2 or 3 streams max per week, and then between 2 streams we have like a couple of videos that either recap that, or then I do again like the essays video, like the face cam videos I was doing before I got late on everything. But yeah, we'll see how we can organize that. It's either gonna be recap of streams or new videos, because if it's only recap, then the channel become like just a podcast channel and it's not fun. And it's kind of like, your microwave content. Like you take content, it's well, I don't like that 100%. I want to share like ideas and talk shit about topics I want to talk about. I don't know.
No, I mean, we're still building out the channel, so there's still ways that we need to diversify, and we're still seeing what works and what doesn't work. So I think that there's still a lot of room for growth and a lot of room for varied content.
Exactly. Well
and
said.
What we can do is we can start to create like content pillars. If you want to go like full agency type style, where we create a content calendar, and then we can have our different points and pillars that we want to hit, which will help organize what content you make and give you space to do those cool ones that you want to do that may not be a live stream.
Oh, I started to do that with Ash. So like Friday, so we have the first like monthly DeFi Dogs Show, but every Thursday at 3 a.m. my time. So it's gonna be a good time for PST guys. DeFi, should I announce that? Okay, fuck it. DeFi Shark Tank space.
Oh, nice.
Every Thursday on Twitter. So there is that. So that's one content pillar. Ash, if you see this stream, can't wait.
What is that though?
It's basically DeFi project who will come to the space and then they pitch us and then we say, oh no, I don't believe in that. Do something else.
Okay.
It's gonna be fun.
Okay.
Like Shark Tank, like baby sharks.
I do. It's based on a show called Dragon's Den, which I'm
in Canada.
No.
It's from the UK originally.
What?
First.
Oh yeah, the Brit. Yeah. True. Yeah, we just copy paste shit, and then we say, oh yeah, we innovate so much, blah blah blah. But it's about DeFi, so it's gonna be different, I guess. Kind of.
Well, it'll be a good learning experience too.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. That could be cool, and I will give exposure to decoders because we're gonna say like a big brain shit on me, So it's gonna be cool. Right?
That'd be cool.
It's gonna be
nice.
That's gonna be cool.
You check out and learn about DeFi, and then you can check in and listen to what you guys look
exactly.
for. So.
Exactly, 100%. No, that's gonna be a nice addition to content, and then I can also upload the replays to the space on the channel, so it's more content for free. So it's cool. It's cool. And that's it. That's all I wanted to summarize about the upcoming months. Do you have anything to say before we wrap up this AMA/live? Epif?
Nothing. I've got nothing.
You got nothing? It's so sad.
What did you want me to have?
I
for
don't
you?
know. I don't know.
Closing
Ryan, what's
words?
up? Tell me something.
I'd like to see if you can find any like cool kiosks or sort of like real life things that they're doing in NFT NYC, because like I know like you may
What?
walk up to like a vending machine and you could get like you know, like an NFT type thing, or it'd be cool to see if you could find. I'll give you that as an assignment. If you can find some cool,
like a treasure hunt, a scavenger
yeah, like
hunt,
IRL
scavenger
based
hunt.
things that are connected to the
Yeah.
blockchain.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
Like the croissant machine from Kleinoso. Bro,
Yeah.
I completely faded like the conferences in NFT Paris. Like the first day I show up at 4 p.m. At the venue for like the conferences, and like like on Saturday I did not even put a foot in the conference. I didn't went to the conferences at all.
But just look around, because like I know.
Yeah,
like,
I mean
I've
it's gonna
seen
be in the
people-
hotel, so yeah. It's gonna be in like in the house. I think. Oh, is it? No, it's not.
Feels
It's not in the
like,
hotel.
He's not leaving the hotel, so good luck with that, Ryan.
Yeah. There is a chance that happened. Like, yeah, I'm not going to see New York except like the cab from JFK to the public hotel, and then the cab back from public hotel. I want to go to Times Square. I need to go to Times Square. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. DM me this assignment and send me a reminder before I take the plane from Malta to New York, and then I will do your mission.
Sweet.
Is it direct?
No, I'm going to Amsterdam, I think. Nothing is direct from Malta to somewhere outside of Europe, like 100%. But yeah, small island lifestyle. What about you, Jess? Any last words about the like everything?
No, I think we got good. We're getting some good traction, and we're moving forward. Bringing in some new people to the channel. You know, some nice content was created this last month. I think the 2 months that we've been doing these videos, I think we've had some amazing guests, and it's cool to see people have that opportunity to really connect with certain founders and content creators in the space. So I think what we're doing overall is amazing for the space. You know, of course, we're just waiting for the traction to really take off and for people to really adapt to it. But people don't get it. I think a lot of people don't get what we're trying to do yet. And to them, it's just, oh, we're just on YouTube talking. I don't think they see all the angles yet. And I think that's why it's important that, you know, myself and maybe Epiphany can get on board with me, and we start doing some spaces under Decoders a lot more this month, and really start getting the word out there. And you know, just whatever we got to do, just let's get out there and hit the streets and talk about the project more, and try to build it up and get to that 1,000 mark on subscribers, so we can move the project forward and maybe do a first mint and hook some people up with some cool artwork. You know,
exactly. That's the plan.
What do you think of starting to seed in some like ETH projects once we start to bridge over? Because I'm sure like once we're in that space, it'd be good to learn more about the ecosystem.
100%.
Yeah.
100%, bro. Like becoming a multi-chain channel after the bridge.
Nice.
Why after the bridge?
Momentum. I can start before, but I don't have enough time to spend like cover all Solana ecosystem. So
I mean, no.
You tell me when.
I've already suggested a ETH project, but anyways, but
yeah, like I mean, we can
wait till after the bridge, though.
What?
I don't think it needs to wait till after the bridge.
That's true. I mean, haven't we already done one? I don't know. I don't remember. Haven't we done like talk to some ETH people?
I don't know.
No?
Have we?
Okay. Fair enough. Maybe we should do that.
We got some stuff we could put down the pipeline, and you know, technically we did talk to ETH and Poly Project because the DeGods and Utes, all that stuff. But
see,
we could. I know. We could probably. I was already thinking. I was already thinking too, we can bring not just Carlos back, but maybe the whole Gambles team. There's 3 of them. See if we can get the whole team on and talk about Gambles this month too, with them launching. I think that'd be some cool stuff to talk about the casino side of the space and you know, with crypto, you know, and that kind of things that they got going on, because there's some big brains going on. And you know, I have a couple of shows I'm planning to try to get together for us to do on the live YouTube, which is some people that are super passionate in this space, because I think sometimes it's hard to come across founders that are actually passionate and that like live their project daily. And we have a few of those people, like, you know, you see Frank and Carlos, there's 2 great examples. They show up every day, you know what I mean? And if they do take off some time, it's rightfully earned, but when they're here, they're 100%, if not harder. So it's hard to find those people. And, you know, I have found a few in some other projects too. So it'd be cool to bring on some people like that and, like, you know, just really hear why they do what they 100%. Do, you know?
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah, man, we have still so much stuff to do. That's exciting. But yeah, I mean, I think we can wrap it up here. That would be a nice live. Okay. We okay? Yes? Okay. Thank you so much for thank you, Vipif. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Jazz, for the stream. That was cool. Nice chat. Thank you, everyone who joined us during the live and commented. Like, we see you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone on Twitter. Subscribe to the channel. You need to subscribe to the channel. So subscribe to the channel because it's cool. And yeah, we will see you in the next video. Bye.
See you.